Good evening, everyone. Myself, C. Ayush Jain, moderator for today's session. A warm welcome to all the participants for joining us today for this exciting and inspiring webinar hosted by Committee on Promoting Work-Life Balance of ICI. This committee is a newly constituted committee aims to promote healthy work-life balance for stakeholders of ICI. Since today's session is being organized by this committee, the session is not just about career insights, but also about encouraging us to pursue what we love outside work. After all, balance is the foundation of long term success. The committee is doing numerous activities under the leadership of Chairman C.A. Jayacharya Vice Chairman C.A. Sridhar Mupala Secretary C.A. Priyamvada Girdharji. Under the FIT CA initiative, committee is organizing daily virtual wellness session, a visionary initiative by the chairman, sir. Under this, daily virtual yoga session from Monday to Saturday at 6 p.m. and alternate Zumba session on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. are held. I would request all the participants to join the session, and for more details, you can visit committee page on ICI. As today is National Sports Day, and the theme of our session is truly unique, turning passion into profession, CAs in sports venture. We are having with us a esteemed speaker on this topic, CA Pawan Patodia, sir. This sector is the sector where the financial expertise meets passion for sports, showcasing how chartered accountants are contributing to this dynamic industry. As we are known for batting with balance sheets and scoring centuries in audit, but today we will see how we are going to make runs in the sports industry too. I would like to welcome Vice Chairman of the committee, C.A. Sridhar Mupala, sir. Sir, as we are very well acquainted with you, but I would like to highlight some key achievements of yours. Sir has been Central Council member for 2 terms. Sir has expertise in the field of audit, taxation, and finance. And as today is the session on passion, sir have a passion of in the field of education. Sir is a dedicated educator and sir has received many leadership awards in education, especially by the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh too. Coming from farming background, sir has also uplifted his professional interest along with the passion of teaching. Sir also has social interest in various NGOs and works for the upliftment of human mankind also. Without further ado, I would request sir, I would welcome you for your opening remarks and provide the insights for this thought-provoking session. Sridhar, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Ayush. Good evening to all the participants, our esteemed speaker for the day, Pawan Patodia ji, and the entire team of WLBC. When we formed this committee, a lot of questions were there on us. How exactly the work-life balance has to be maintained. A lot of suggestions came across, and the best part is a lot of fun was there because whenever we stretch and work, they immediately staff and colleagues remind it's a work-life balance. But putting the jokes aside, the participation from the members is really phenomenal because it's the need of an hour today. It's not about alone the work; it's all about how to balance it all. And today's topic specifically turning passion into profession, and especially on the sports segment. Let me share. All of us go back to our days in the childhood. It is a sport that made us active. Means whatever today we are trying to pull out a time and do, that was our routine schedule at one point of time. That used to make us fit. But today, because of the running schedule or because of the technology era where the movement has come down, all of us are struggling to pull out some time, either during weekends for a food or during the day for fitness and all. But let me share, my friends, my experience in the recent qualified chartered accountant. I'll share from the place where I hail from, Hyderabad. I'm surprised to see that 24 cricket teams are there in the chartered accountants. They're playing round the clock all throughout the year, multiple tournaments. When I ask them the kind of travel they're doing, the sport and all, they say that sir, that is the best mental fitness as well as physical fitness to us. So sports is one such area. Normally, there is a saying when you're too engrossed in a particular work or a particular object and not able to drive a solution, just take a small break because that helps us to think in a different way. And instead of that small break, I would like to say sports. It really helps us. It gives a lot of happiness. It teaches sportive spirit. accept in case if we could not succeed in the sport. So, my dear friends, I would like to say it's time for all of us to come out. Probably we may say that the time is short, but time is never a short. When we start doing it, it appears to be a very easy. So, and I'm happy to share that all the activities which Ayush has quoted, a good response, whether it's starting from yoga. Recently, when sports event was conducted by SARC level, we thought that one or two games people will participate. Coming to indoor to outdoor, phenomenal response from the members. So this itself shows that chartered accountants are no more a workaholic or confined to a room. We are an all-rounder performance. So it's time for us to gear up, balance us both mentally and physically. And today that we have a renewed speaker, Pawan Patodia, I'm sure we are going to envisage a new approach and a new vision. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your motivating words. Sir, as you spoke about cricket tournament, I would also say when this cricket tournament is organized at branch level or at regional level, maybe in webinars we can't have 100% attendance of all the chartered accountants. But when we are organizing tournament, sir, we have 100% attendance of all the CAs in this field. And obviously, in each of there is one sportsman which may be due to some sort of while academic period we have left out that, or due to now work life thing we have left out that. Sir, this committee on promoting work life balance, what we have assumed is work is equals to life. But I hope this equation will be changing after the end of this session. Thank you once again, sir, for your motivating words.
Thank you.
Now, it's my privilege to introduce our distinguished speaker for the session, CA Pawan Kumar Patodia, sir. Sir is an industrialist, philanthropist, sports entrepreneur, and angel investor from West Bengal. He is the chairman and principal owner of Kolkata Thunderbolts, a leading team and inaugural session winner in the Prime Volleyball League. And Sir has also served as the national director of Gandhi Mandela Foundation, which has established office in over 150 countries. Sir is recently elected as Vice President of Special Olympics Bharat and President of its West Bengal chapter. He is dedicated to promoting sports and inclusion. A visionary in sports development, Sir has spearheaded initiatives like village training camps, rehabilitation programs, and talent scouting to elevate volleyball across India. His efforts include engaging with the leaders like the President of India to discuss how to bring tribal community on national platform. He has been awarded with the most prestigious Mother Teresa International Award 2023 at Dubai for his outstanding achievement and contribution in the field of sports and inclusivity. Sir has achieved more than 100 awards, of which primary leadings were Most Promising Leader in Sports by Times of India, Bengal Business Icon Award by Times of India, Times Visionary Leadership by Times of India, Economic Times Most Inspiring Leader of East, Indian Achiever Award for Most Promising Leader in Sports at Vigyan Bhavan by Honorable Minister of Sports and Youth Affairs, Mr. Anurag Thakur. Sir has been awarded with Capacity Award by ICI in appreciation of exemplary services in the field of sports. One more thing, adding to this wall, for the first time, Institute has gone beyond its core field and awarded Sir with a certificate of appreciation for his outstanding achievement in the field of sports by EIRC of ICI. Sir, we are privileged to have you on us, and definitely mostly young chartered accountants like us will be definitely in the field and in the enthusiasm to learn about how we can turn our passion into the profession. We are truly fortunate to have you, sir. And now I would request you to share your guidance and experience with us on this fascinating journey of blending passion with profession. Over to you, sir.
Welcome to all the participants who have joined this webinar. Thank you, Vice President, sir, for such a nice introduction. We learned about you and the importance of work-life balance. And thank you, Ayush, for introducing me so well. Just a small question. I can see only 5 participants. Are there enough participants?
Sir, we are actually seeing the main screen. All the participants might be backstage.
There are.
Sir, we have another platform on IC. where the participants are there, only speakers and moderators and we people join from the Zoom link.
Perfect. This is the best day you have called me to speak on the sports and transformation of a chartered accountant from professional career to something different. Basically, I give you a guidelines how I'm going to speak. The first 3 minutes I have to dedicate for Sports Day and Major Dhyan Chand. Next 10 minutes will be my journey, how it started. It will be again in three parts. Then some lessons to my colleagues and juniors. And last will be opportunities in this field of sports as I see going ahead. So let's start one by one. Let's start with first topic, the Sports Day and Major Dhyan Chand. As you all know, 29th August is the birthday celebrations for Major Dhyan Chand, who was known as the magicians with the stick. And perhaps the world has not seen any time thereafter anybody playing so good hockey, and India has not performed at all well in the last couple of years. Under his guidance, India got 1928, 1932, 1936 gold medal, which is a matter of pride for every Indian. And you will be all surprised that once upon a time when Dhyan Chand was playing, they had doubts on his abilities. And so he was maneuvering with the ball so nicely that they practically checked his stick. And they gave him a stick that, look, we want to know that whether your stick gets the ball gets stick to the stick or not. He was given Padma Bhushan in 1956, and on 3rd December he expired. And so in 1979, the legendary expired and left us alas. And on his memory, we every year celebrate 29th August as a sports day. What a respect and what a homage to the departed soul. So having said that, now we start as my journey as a, if you take my journey is basically into three parts. The first part starts my journey as a private sector. Second is my journey in transformation. And third is my journey into entrepreneur. And then in the final phase, I'll be talking about my journey into the sports entrepreneur. And all this while I'm giving you this, I'm telling you, you are going to really enjoy this. And please pay attention to this because this is going to be a very, very important session for all of you. So I start with my journey. I became qualified in the year 1985, November. And thereafter, I started working as a, first few months, I was on a probationary period. And after that, and my salary was just 1,800 rupees at that time. But nevertheless, I never gave up and I was working very hard. And that time, prior saying against this rules of the game, sports industry and all these industries were not existing, and we were saying that the president of India gets 10,000 rupees, but in fact plywood was the highest paying industry and they were paying 2 lakh to 3 lakh rupees per month because of many reasons which I cannot discuss on this platform. But yes, you are wise enough, you all can understand what I'm trying to say. Thereafter, what happened is, I was working for 1,800 rupees. I understood that this industry is dominated by people of 5th standard or 6th standard or 10th standard, and there is no SOP and there is nothing happening in this. So they are concerned with when they get someday the realization as 90% or 100%, 80%, they feel that they are on top of the world, but their measurement system of the cylinder itself was wrong. They were doing the circumference, 1/4 of the circumference as the measurement. And then I developed that no, the realization is 85%, but in fact it is 76% bhi nahi hai. This is 62.8%. And then we started hammering and we got extra 10%, 12%, 15%, and the profit increased. Gradually, people started reporting me, but my entrepreneur, he kept my salary 1,800, 2,100, and 2,500. One day after 3 years, he asked me, Mr. Patodia, how do you come to office? तब तक तो मैं पूरा भरा हुआ था because I was CEO of the 17 companies. So I told him that sir, I come by helicopter. What else? मतलब 2500 रुपये आप सैलरी देते हो, आप उससे पूछते हो किस में आते हो, मतलब यू हैव गट्स टू आस्क मी. And he realized perhaps he was testing me. That day he fixed my salary from day one and my journey started. I worked with him for almost 16 years. In 1996, because of a Supreme Court decision, 2,700 factories closed in Northeastern, and we were one of them. So what to do? I asked my boss, let's do harakiri. Harakiri means when the Japanese, they want to commit a suicide, they take a sword and put it in their belly. That's called harakiri. But my boss was kind. Mr. Goenka, the owner of Kitply, was very kind man. And he continued payment of about 2,000 workers and about 600 executives months after month. And finally, he became broke. In 2003, in the month of November, December, he declared bankruptcy. And that time he had two factories at port. One was at Calcutta, one was at Mumbai. And he offered me that, Patodia, this is one golden chance for you. You take this factory for 1 rupee because the liabilities were 3.5 crore more. And this is the only time you can turn into an entrepreneur. I don't know what made me take that decision of extra liability of 3.5 crore. I said, kam se kam zindagi mein entrepreneur to ban jayenge. And I took that decision, and God was kind on me. That decision proved to be very good. But in the first year, it was horrible because lakdi ka kya hota hai, jab tak there is no way to find out whether it is rotten inside, whether it is borer attacked inside, and it's a very risky venture. The first year, it was very, very, very difficult for me. But second year onwards, started moving. And in 7 years, I reached the position where you can say I was a billionaire. So thereafter, my thought process changed. I set up a factory, 3 factory out of India. I took over 2, 3 factories in India, and things were going very good. Again, second jolt came in my life in 2016 when Burma stopped the dispatches of timber logs to India. And in India, we had deforestation, so you cannot cut timber, and all the Northeast was closed in 1996, as I told you. So 20 years exactly after, I was again on a square zero. And by that time, both the kids, they were doing MBA from IIM Ahmedabad. So one was in Isade, one was in Atlanta. And I was thinking that what to do. In between, the COVID came. My children went to MBA. They become MBA from IIM Ahmedabad. And I said, boss, now I will not cut trees. Now I will not do a business because global warming was coming up very strongly. To introduce yourself as a business owner of a plywood factory was really, I was finding it very difficult to convince people that in today's world, when everybody is talking about growing tree, you are talking about cutting tree, though it is plantation tree, but difficult to make people understand. So what I did, I closed my all 5 factories because my children said that they will not come into the business of plywood. And this is how my journey as an entrepreneur ended. But God has written something else for me. Suddenly, after COVID, I heard that a new league is going to start for volleyball. And somebody offered me volleyball. I said, volleyball? Naam bhi nahi suna kabhi yaar. But he's convinced me somehow or other, let's go. And the games were only 25 days away. The CEO interview is also there on record where he says that a person comes from Calcutta and we say him, thank you very much, you can go back. We are doing our dinner, but you are rather early for the next year. But क्या है कि अपन मारवाड़ी लोग हैं, हम लोग गोबर होते हैं, जगह लेके उठते हैं. तो मैं पहले सोच लिया था कि अगर वो ना बोलेगा तो इस जगह से पिज्जा खिला दो सर, वो अच्छा आता पिज्जा. I knew that will take 1 hour. So I'll get 1 hour time to talk to him. और 1 घंटे में तो अपन दुनिया नापते हैं यार. मतलब जॉय भट्टाचार्य चीज क्या, अपन दुनिया नापते हैं. तो अपन ने नाप दिया दुनिया. और अच्छा खासा आदमी चला गया 5 करोड़ का लॉस बुक करने के लिए 4 years. I don't know how things went up. ऑक्शन में भगवान की ऐसी मेहरबानी हुई कि लॉटरी से जो प्लेयर्स आए थे, वो बेस्ट से बेस्ट आ गए. एंड देन we did a very good training, and then my motivational speeches to them just before the matches were proved very very effective, और हम हो गए चैंपियन. So from there my story of zero to hero started. अब बन गए चैंपियन. वॉलीबॉल का भी तभी भी नहीं आता था. लेट मी टेल यू, वॉलीबॉल का भी कभी भी नहीं आता था. बट क्या है कि आई एम मोर लाइक अ शोमैन. इफ यू गो टू गूगल मी, सी ए पवन कुमार पटोडिया, you will see me in so colorful dresses every day that you will find that, okay, so the games were done in COVID, so there was not too much of crowd, so the TV also had no option but to show the honors again and again. So the camera was focusing on me again and again, and people were enjoying me dancing. A 60-year man is dancing in the pavilion and in the this thing. It was very eye-catching. If you see the matches of first season, you'll realize. And it spread, commentators saying, Patodia is there, Mr. Patodia, Mr. Patodia, Mr. Patodia is. They started talking like what goggles Mr. Patodia is going to wear today, what color dress is going to wear today. And that, when these topics start, when the people are seeing it, suppose 50 lakh people are seeing it, so they know your name by look. I give an example that how sports connects people. You'll be really surprised. One of the team owner, his name is Safir Bhai, who is champion last year. His son is 4.5 years old. And he was in mad love with me. In season 2, I lost in semi-final. That fellow cried for 3 hours. Patodi lost. He doesn't call me Patodia. That is why in one of my photographs in my Instagram, you will see I'm wearing a jersey with Patodi, not Patodia, just for that kid. So he said that Patodia lost. Papa, I am not going to eat. He threw everything in his house. Next day, his father lost semi-final. And you know what the boy said? Papa, it's game. Next day we will win. He said, yesterday Patodi lost and you made so hue and cry. Today your dad lost. He said, Patodi is Patodi. He is not comparable. So what I'm trying to say is, sports is a thing which connects people, which teaches you teamwork, which produces hormones, serotonin and all positive hormones, which are very, very essential, especially for chartered accountants, because हमारी तो हैबिट है क्लाइंट्स का पूरा हेडेक अपने ऊपर लेना. क्लाइंट लास्ट डे आएगा और उसका सारा हेडेक हमारा. 2 महीने एक्सटेंशन भी हो जाए कि क्लाइंट नहीं आएगा, वो छुट्टी बनाएगा, सब कुछ करेगा, लास्ट डे आके बैठ जाएगा, सर रिटर्न तो फाइल करना ही पड़ेगा. एंड वी वर्क 24 आवर्स. तो क्या है कि मेरी इस जर्नी जो मैंने की, उस जर्नी में सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट, बहुत से इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट्स हुए, बट आई टेल यू, ग्रेजुअली, मतलब जब एयरपोर्ट पे जाता था, लोग पिक्चर लेने लगे, then I thought, yeah, it is time I should make Calcutta Thunderbolt a brand. And sir, I started conducting tournaments in West Bengal, spending crores of rupees, and trust me, sir, in 1.5 year, the Patodia, who was known to maybe 50 people, 100 big peoples, today he is a household name. Thanda mane Coca-Cola, volleyball mane Pawan Patodia. So I am synonyms with volleyball. That's one great thing. And sir, today, what I want to say is, when you are growing in business, you only make enemies. You don't make friends. Because your competitors, your friends, वो बोलते ना, वो 3 Idiots में, कि तुम फेल हो जाओ तो कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन तुम्हारा दोस्त अगर फर्स्ट क्लास आ जाए तो उससे बड़ा कोई दुख नहीं होता है. सो अगर आप कैरियर में उनसे आगे निकल गए तो उससे बड़ा दुख कोई नहीं है उनका. बट इन स्पोर्ट्स, people connect. They connect by heart. You see Shahrukh Khan when he comes. So the way Shahrukh Khan comes, if I go in the stadium, if I raise my hand, the entire stadium stands up, started saying, Patodia, Patodia. And South India, they are crazy for 2 games. One is volleyball, one is football. So this is very, very interesting. And there are a couple of sloks I'm going to use now to make this session more interesting. Before this, there's a disclaimer that I do not say education is necessary. So just let me say, मैंने जिंदगी में जितना एजुकेशन सिस्टम से नहीं सीखा, उतना मैंने स्पोर्ट्स से सीखा. आई डोंट वांट टू डू एनी कंट्रोवर्सी हियर. एजुकेशन जरूरी है, लेकिन सक्सेस होने के लिए, मतलब जिंदगी काटने के लिए एजुकेशन बहुत जरूरी है. यू नीड अ मंथली अर्निंग. बट जिंदगी जीने के लिए इसका दूर दूर तक कोई रिश्ता नहीं है. Show me one chartered accountant who says I'm very happy, even if he's earning 50 lakh a month. He's not. तो जीवन काटने के लिए एजुकेशन बहुत जरूरी है, बट जीवन जीने के लिए इसका दूर दूर तक रिश्ता नहीं है. और जिंदगी जीने के लिए जिंदगी को समझना जरूरी है, और एक लर्निंग एटीट्यूड होना चाहिए जो हम सिर्फ स्पोर्ट्स में देखते हैं. स्पोर्ट्स starts with the initiatives of teamwork. When you are into group sports, I'm not talking of table tennis or badminton, which are individual sports. But when you are into cricket, football, anything. And India में क्या होता है कि we Indians, we react, we don't act. Like, I give example. In 1983, Kapil Dev won the World Cup championship. उसके पहले क्या इंडिया में क्रिकेट नहीं होता था? बहुत होता था. Suddenly हमको लगा कि our religion has changed. And today our religion is become cricket. Of course, I'm a very good lover. I also love Virat Kohli, and my wife goes to Eden Garden for each match. Having said that, but it started throwing its shadow on all other sports, and it became very difficult for any sports to grow. Now, our Prime Minister, he is hampering upon two things. Economical growth is one, and second, advanced country. Now, to become an advanced country, mere economic growth is nothing. Let me tell you, it's nothing. There are 7 other criteria you must have. How well your defense is, how well your education system is, how well your infrastructures are, how well your medical science is, and how good you are at sports. Now the thing is, we take other 6 examples. Medical, we run the best of the hospitals in the world, so we are good. I accept it. Educations, now all the universities are coming to education, and especially after Trump's statement, the entry into US this year has gone down by 60% because no student wants to go to US anymore. So what is happening is, and all this global institute, they have decided to come to India. And in next 10 years, you will find every institute has a campus in India. So the thing is, education is good. Gadkari sir is taking good care of infrastructures. And medical, we have discussed. Then defense, of course, defense, with the ISRO and all, DRDO, and the developments they are doing, 5,000 kilometers missiles they have developed. I think we can reach America in a few days from now, 11,000 kilometers, not too far. So my point of concern is sports. In 140 crore people, we don't even get 1 or 2 gold medals. Look at France. It is smaller than Calcutta. It takes 55 gold medals. So, because, what is the reason behind it? We as an Indian, we as a family are not sports family. We eat together. We shop together. We go movie together. Tell me one family on a Sunday, they go to play together. That father is playing cricket, son is playing football, wife is playing badminton, and daughter is playing TT. I don't find. Very rare to see. Secondly, in the developed countries like Germany and all others, what we see is the time the child is born, they find out whether he has gene G or not. If he has gene G, they know it for sure that he will become a sports player. So instead of running after 10,000 or 50,000 births of child every day, they know these 50 kids, I have to follow these 50, 100 kids on a daily basis, out of which some has compulsions who do not come to sports. Some people have some disabilities later in their life. So ultimately, they have a reservoir of 30, 40 people per day basis, and they can adopt these players and train them properly. But in a country like India, it is very hard to do. It's very hard to do. Secondly, we never built up the infrastructure for sports. Now the Prime Minister of India, in fact, you will be surprised that after 24 years, the sports policy, national sports policy has come on 1st of July 2025. And this has been passed in parliament of both houses on 11th of August 2025. On 18th of August 2025, the president have also given the assent to it, and now it is the law. Now, if you read the throughout this policy, it is based on the dream of Narendra Modi ji, our leader, to make Viksit Bharat in sports also. And that is why he said, I want leagues at gram level, district level, state level, and then national level, more and more leagues. He started Khelo India. As a chartered accountant, you must be knowing, all of you must be knowing, that in 3 years before now, our finance minister has expressed specifically in the budget speech that 970 crore rupees is allotted to Khelo India. Now, this could have been avoided, but it was in the budget speech. What it means that this was the first indication by the Prime Minister that we are going to be a sports pradhan country in the days to come. And if I know Narendra Modi ji very well, I'm telling you, sir, in few days from now, you will see first enactment of the act where he will say, PIO and CIP, but this persons of Indian origin, all they can participate as an Indian team. So the volleyball team the football team becomes stronger because there are many players who are of Indian origin. They can play for India. And if by 2032 we do not produce enough players, so we have 8 years, 9 years. So the players who are the age of 12 and 13, they are the right ingredients. If we train them for 8 or 9 years, and if they don't focus, then I'm telling you, take it from me, whether I'm there or not, 8 years from now, even our Prime Minister will import players, give them citizenship, and make them play in the Olympics. This is what all the advanced countries are doing. And we will, if we want to claim an advanced country, we have to improve our sports. Now, sports is not because of this. Today in Gen Z, the biggest problem is stress. See, what is happening today, that we eat more of fast food. Zomato and this, if you take the turnover of these companies, is 37,000 crore. So obesity is increasing. Ola, Uber, anybody is using, or motorbike, depending upon your budget. But if you have to go 500 meters also to your friend's house, you prefer to use a Ola, Uber or a bike. So movement is down. And जो बचा खासा था, वो डार्क हाउसेस ने पूरा कर दिया कि भाई आपको चाहिए जेप्टो करो. So practically we are not moving. We are not moving at all. और इनको टेंशन भी जल्दी होता है, जेन जी को बहुत जल्दी टेंशन होता है. जितनी जल्दी ये लोग मतलब सोचते हैं, मैं समझता हूँ. पहले जनरेशन चेंज होती थी 3 डिकेड में, 4 डिकेड में, फिर सुना 2 डिकेड में होती है. अब अगर 4 घंटे में भी हो जाए तो बड़ी बात नहीं है. इट्स नॉट बिग डील, दे कैन डू एनीथिंग. पहले हम सुनते थे कि 2-3 तरह के रिलेशनशिप होते हैं, आज तो मैं सुनता हूँ 25 तरह के हो गए हैं. लेट्स नॉट डिस्कस दैट. सो दे आर इनोवेटर्स, दे कैन डू एनीथिंग. आई जस्ट सल्यूट देम द वे दे. एंड इतनी जल्दी डिस्टर्ब भी होते हैं बिकॉज दे आर ऑलवेज इन हरी. सो फॉर द पीपल who are passing through stress, the best and the funnest part is, I will suggest that they should involve themselves in any sports. I'm not saying volleyball, in any sports. Now, why volleyball? A question comes, why volleyball? Why not any other sports? Now, let me tell all the participants of this webinar that volleyball is the second most played game in the world after football. And volleyball is third most played game in India after cricket, football, volleyball comes. But worldwide, only 14 countries they play cricket, and it is not in Olympic until now. It will come in Olympic first time in next year, 2028. It is coming in Olympic. So the reason is when Olympic में ये है नहीं, तो most played nations में नहीं आता है, and it comes football number 1 and number 2 comes. You want to say something, Anuj? Ayush, do you want to say something? Anybody,
No, sir.
do you want to say something, Ayush?
No,
I have
no,
been
no, sir,
seeing
you
you that.
There's a technical glitch. You continue, sir.
So should I continue or wait?
No, sir. Continue, sir.
Okay. So the thing is, अब क्या है कि 31 अगस्त को लास्ट डेट है वर्ल्ड गेम्स को सबमिट करने के लिए. जहां तक पहले लगता था कि कतार विल सपोर्ट अस बिकॉज वी हैव ऑफर्ड देम एशियन गेम्स एंड वी सेड वर्ल्ड गेम्स एंड ओलंपिक 36 वी विल टेक. बट नाउ आई हर्ड इन द ग्रेप वाइन दैट कतार इज आल्सो going to be bidder for both. So let's see what are our chances. And moreover, the Olympic Committee is also not very happy with India because first of all, the infrastructure of sports is not very good in India. Number two, there is too much of doping case in India. And number three, the relations between the federation and the players is very bad. So why volleyball? The volleyball was not there anywhere. And the funniest part is, I never take my family into confidence because I play on 98% risk. People play, a chartered accountant plays at a 5% risk game also, he will think thrice because he is a chartered accountant. He will make plans, he will make projections, he will make payback period, he will take what will be IRR, by the time that opportunity disappears. I'm really sorry for saying this. Opportunity comes like this, you have to take a decision. And I have taken always risk at 98% because at that level, if you succeed, for next 20 years, there is no competition. Like, for example, today, you all will be surprised. I might have started my career as an unknown person. Today, I have 110 lakh fans. And I come in the first 50 most powerful sports entrepreneur in India. Now, could I achieve this? Never. I was earliest happy that, yes, I am amongst first 4 lakh being a chartered accountant in India. But nothing beyond that. Nothing beyond that. One more criteria, we can say that 7 crore people file income tax. Earlier it was 3 crores. So if you are paying above 1 crore income, so you come in 30,000, but that figure is, everybody knows, is eyewash. Every गली में करोड़पति बैठे हुए, every गली में अरबपति बैठा हुआ है. So having said that, so this is, there may be queries from people that how I am 50, first 50. It's a very simple. In IPL, there are 10 teams and there are 17 owners. Because Bombay, Goenka RPG, Sanjeev Goenka ji and Sun TV, they have single owner, 17. And in Kabaddi, there are 12 teams, 18 owners, 35. And third sports in India on the basis of viewership is not football, not hockey, not handball, not basketball. It's volleyball. And volleyball, they were last, until last, they were 9. Even if you assume I am the last, I come in 46. And if I'm number 1, I come in 36. And this will be the position. I will be, anybody who is holding a national league will be in first 100 even after 20 years. Because maximum team national league can have is 12. So even if you are playing in first 5 also, even if tomorrow football revives, which will, I am sure about that. Hockey revives, which will. So we will be in first 5. In first 5, if we are in first 100. Now this, I feel, is the biggest achievement as a chartered accountant. See, whatever I am today, it is because and only because of my backbone of chartered accountancy. We learned operation research at that time, and I use operation research even today. I always believe in maximizing profit, GEDMAX. Still, I do that. I do use theory of probability on a daily basis. I use payback period, but only to a certain extent. But what happens, if you see any successful man, if you take anyone, if you take Apple, Steve Jobs, he was college dropout. So education has got nothing to do with success in life. But yes, it guarantees a balanced life. That you will have, तुम मरोगे नहीं, तुम आराम से जिंदगी गुजारोगे. इस डिग्री के बारे से तुम्हारी जिंदगी लोगों से बहुत अच्छी रहेगी. You will come in first 1 crore or first 50 lakhs. That is guaranteed. But you will be happy? No, I don't think so. See what Steve Jobs said, if you see his 20-minute speech, was one very interesting factor he said. He says connecting of dots. What does connecting of dots means? That whatever you have been doing in life, you may be thinking I'm doing nonsense in life, but later on you realize that it is a probability of all those things we did in our life. Like for example, I tell you, I was very bad student in mathematics in the early part of my life, and economics I used to hate. So my mother made me play chess, and I said more boring game. But slowly I started developing interest in chess. I started playing 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, and my results started improving because now the concentration problem was over. So what I'm trying to say is today, if I connect the dots, so I know that, okay, because of this, I concentrated. So what I'm saying is you cannot look back, but you can always look ahead by connecting the dots. And this is again taught by sports. Now, there are many occasions you will feel in life that वो जमाना चला गया जब बोलते थे पढ़ोगे लिखोगे बनोगे नवाब खेलोगे कूदोगे होगे खराब। आज तो भैया जितने भी बड़े लोग हैं ना वो खेलने कूदने वाले ही हैं। मुझे 100 में एक आदमी बिजनेसमैन नहीं मिलता। और आज जितने कानून इंडिया में है, वेलकम टू द सिटी ऑफ लॉस, वेलकम टू द कंट्री ऑफ लॉस। अगर एक आदमी इनकम टैक्स से निकल गया तो बेनामी में फंस जाएगा, बेनामी से निकल गया तो पीएमएलए में फंस जाएगा, बेचारा फंसता चला जाएगा। वेलकम टू द country of laws. Anyway, that's not my problem. My problem here is sports. Why sports and why I suggest. See, if India has to participate in 2036 Olympics, we need 1 crore 34 lakhs sports manager. Of course, those are not chartered accountants, sports manager. That is why many and many sports school will be opening now to train these players. Then there are trainings for level 1 coach, level 2 coach, level 3 coach, level 4 coach in each game. So more and more people are going abroad to take this training. Now, if you take the figure of 1 crore 30 lakh to manage this, you need senior manager. If you divide by 20, so again, it comes to a figure of 1 crore 30 is 65 lakhs, 65 lakh divided by 2 is 32 lakhs. 20 से divide भी करते हैं तो we need that much. 6 lakh 50,000, sorry. 6 lakh 50,000 senior manager. And above that, if you need chartered accountants and all, it's a big number. Why there should be one Harsha Bogle, who was MBA IIM Ahmedabad. See, I tell you from my experience, in Prime Volley League itself, we pay 95 lakhs to the chief finance controller. And it's a seasonal game for 3 months. 9 months, so nothing. But these people, they help the management to take instructions, to take decisions. What I feel is when we pass out from the college, I tell you today, I have got, in our league, we have 6 IIM Ahmedabad people working. So we have never seen sports as a career. And perhaps if I would not have, sorry about that, if I would not have taken sports as my career in the last part of my life. See, if you want to do nothing in life, you should be sitting on the top of the branch. I was sitting on the top of a branch where losing 20 crore rupees was not useless or a big shock to me. And if I become successful, I knew the branding valuation of IPL. First 3 years, it was very, very low. But now you see the valuation is 2,000 crores or 3,000 crores. Somebody says KKR is 10,000 crores. So the sky is the limit. So what I'm trying to say is, I don't at all suggest that anybody or everybody should own a team. No way, I'm not saying. But there are hundreds and thousands opportunity will come. Wherever there is a finance, wherever there is an accountant, they will need learned people. MBAs, they are taught only how to get a job. But finance, they cannot catch the hand of a chartered accountant. Trust me, I have 4 MBAs from IIM Ahmedabad. वो चारों भी बैठ जाए ना तो इस एक पटोरिया के सामने वो कमजोर है। बिकॉज हम लोग चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट है, यहां घुसना आसान है, निकलना बहुत मुश्किल है। वहां घुसना मुश्किल है, निकलना आसान है। इस चाइल्ड का So what I'm trying to say, I'm not defaming because it's my son or my daughter-in-law or my daughter hears this, they'll kill me, though I have sent them the link. But the thing is, we are meticulous workers. हम कहीं भी fit हो सकते हैं. We are, master wheels. We can fit anywhere. तो प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि बॉस एक जो बोलते हैं तुमको मिल सकता है हमसे बेहतर, हमको मिल सकता है तुमसे बेहतर, दर सोचो, अगर सोचो मिल जाए हम दोनों, क्या हो सकता है इससे बेहतर। I feel really in the next 10 years, sports industry, sports production, sports goods production, see, there are many opportunities. It's one after another. You don't see as a sports. You can be entrepreneur in sports good. You can be an entrepreneur in other industries. There are so many things, so many AI developments are going on around the world. We are ruled by AI. You can develop an empowering system of AI. You can do many things as a chartered accountant. Like I tell you, this year we have bought a system of linemen. We in the volleyball game there are 4 linemen. So we are removing all the 4 linemen and we are putting AI systems. 16 camera will be installed. So the chances of mistake are 0. Now, these are all small things. If you add all this, it will become a very, very big thing. And the biggest part is, that because we are taught only one thing, accountancy, and the awards were also for accountancy. I'm lucky that EIRC started beyond accountancy, recognizing 18 disciplines in which they will be awarding. And perhaps if in India, they take into account out of all the chartered accountant, perhaps I'm the only one who is running a national league. So that's another, chartered accountants. I always say on all the platforms, a chartered accountant is capable of doing anything and everything. But the only problem is his knowledge stops him every time. He does so much of calculations that he confuses himself and delays the decision. And let me tell you, friends, no business in the world closes because of a wrong decisions. It closes because of no decision. And if we start taking good decisions, so we have to understand that, and sometimes, even if it is client to this thing or something, sports teaches you that how to prepare minds. Now, suppose if you go and ask your father that I want a motorcycle, he'll give you one slap. हमारे जमाने में हम पैदल जाते थे, बस से जाते, तेरे को मोटरसाइकिल चाहिए. But if you are hampering on this for 6 months, your mother will keep saying this to your father's ear. One fine day, he will say, "Tera birthday hai, go and take it." So what you did, you spoke to an unprepared mind. So these are the things we learn when we see a sportsman is not concentrating. We try to understand, because if we go and tell him, he has proved himself, that is why he is in team. Otherwise, he will have no place in the team. It's a national league where international players are coming. Why he is not focused? So I have to prepare the mind. I learned this technique. That I have to make relations all over. And once I decide this, that I have to make relations all over, I have to have perseverance. I have to have the power of resilience. I need to have, because when you have losses months after months, you have to have, यहाँ पर जो आप काटेंगे तो अंदर लोखंड मिलना चाहिए. और एक बार ये लोखंड हो गया ना भाई, तो जिंदगी में you can do anything. Trust me. You are rare earth element, जिसके पीछे वो भी भाग रहा है, president of USA. Why he is lenient to China? Only because of rare earth. उसके बिना कुछ नहीं होगा. और इंडिया का rare earth हम हैं. हम chartered accountant. We are the rare earth which are needed for not only making batteries, electric vehicles, nuclear weapons, everything. We, the chartered accountant, are only institution which has one office, जितने चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट अपने देश में आज तक बने 1949 से, उतने एमबीए हर साल बन जाते हैं। हमसे क्या बराबरी करेंगे वो? हमसे क्या बराबरी करेंगे बताइए? डॉक्टर्स, अभी ये लोग बोलते हैं डॉक्टर्स बनाना हमको, हम इतने इंस्टीट्यूट और खोलेंगे, 40,000 डॉक्टर है। अरे भाई, तुम्हारे पास 16 लाख डॉक्टर है, 145 करोड़ तुम्हारी पॉपुलेशन है, 1000 के ऊपर एक है ना, डब्ल्यूएचओ का रूल है। अब तुम ज्यादा डॉक्टर पैदा कर दोगे, कंपटीशन होगा, वो बोलेगा 500 में करूंगा, बोलेगा 300 में करूंगा। यू आर किलिंग। इट्स नॉट डिमांड एंड सप्लाई, it's the fair opportunity. So what I'm trying to say is that you have to believe in yourself. And if you see Gandhi, if you see Mother Teresa, if you see Azim Premji, was the job of Gandhi easy? Was the job of Azim Premji easy? Was the job of Microsoft, Infosys owner was easy? No, it was not. They started, if you see all of them, they started from a small room. So my story is not the only story which is 1800 rupees. If you go and ask your father, even he may be having a similar story. Some stories are made from real life and some real life are made from story. It's up to you which real life you want to make. And I always believed that we should always be example in front of others, that we set the life standards. See, we have to believe in ourselves. If you don't believe in yourself, how do you want the world to believe in yourself? I give you an example. आज की दुनिया में सबसे बड़ा ड्रामेटिक चीज क्या है? आप जाते हो एक एस्ट्रोलॉजर के पास, वो बोलता है आपका नाम चेंज कर दो, पवन में PAA लगा दो। मैं ऐसे लोग को अपने ऑफिस में घुसने भी नहीं देता। When you don't believe yourself, how do you want me to believe you? This is the first sign. You have to write your destiny. And the name change cannot write your destiny. I'm not against them. But I tell you, once I went to try them, look, क्या बोलते हैं? First things he said, Mr. Patodia, your name is different. It should be. Second, your mobile number is dangerous. 9830036,000. You should change. बोला मैडम, थैंक यू वेरी मच। फ्रॉम जीरो टू हीरो इसी मोबाइल से बना। पवन पटोडिया से 1800 रुपया आदमी कहीं दिखता नहीं, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट पड़ा रहता, 10-20 हजार रुपया आज के दिन 2 लाख कमा लेता, 3 लाख कमा लेता। सब कुछ तो इससे बना रहा, आप बोलते इसी को छोड़ दो। कैसे छोड़ दूं यार? इतनी शिद्दत से मैंने इसको पाने की कोशिश की है और तुम बोलते हो छोड़ दो। आप बताओ, अब पूरा इंडिया पटोडिया पटोडिया बोलता है, वो बोलते हैं नाम चेंज कर दो। ऐसे कैसे कर दे यार? खाने का हलवा थोड़ी है। What I am trying to say is, sir, struggles comes, they only come to make you strong. Straight line kabhi nahi chahiye zindagi mein. Straight lines means life is over. See, I tell you, you roll 2 balls of steel, one on a curved surface, which is longer, and one on a straight surface. And you feel that a straight wheel is faster. No. The momentum, once it goes up, is 4 times more. So the curves in life only teaches you that you have to be. And all these things comes when you play sports. You learn, your mind is free, it's releasing positive hormones, and you can concentrate on your work. As per world, this thing, the maximum time people spend is on their addicts. Today in India, 3.2 hours, an average Indian is spending on social media. Average Indian. 6 to 7 hours is his sleep, 1 or 2 hours is daily routine, and 2 hours commuting time. बस तेरे पास टाइम है किधर? अब तो हमेशा जल्दी में रहते। All are always in a hurry. Why? We want to organize something and we put lot of efforts and things. We catch him. शुरू करने के पहले बोलते सर थोड़ा शॉर्ट में बोलिएगा। आदमी क्या बोलेगा यार? क्या समझाएगा? If I have to motivate these generations, I should be given enough time, because first 10 minutes I take to connect with them. उनको लगना चाहिए कि कुछ नया बोलने वाला है। अगर उनको लगेगा कि भाई ये नया नहीं बोलेगा तो कभी नहीं सुनेंगे। See, I tell you the story of Saptam Bada. Saptam Bada is a very interesting story. A man went to a restaurant and he asked that what is the cost of this bada? He said it is 10 rupees. Bola, will it extinguish my hunger? He said, yes. He ate first bada. His hunger did not extinguish. He ate second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Only after eating the seventh bada, his hunger was extinguished. So he went to the counter. He said 70 rupees. He said, I'm going to pay you 10 rupees. Because you said it will extinguish my hunger. And my hunger was extinguished only after eating the seventh bada. So what is the message here is the Saptam Bada comes everywhere. This concept that whatever you do in life, after you achieve certain things, then only the realities are seen. Another example I give you is bamboos. When you grow a bamboo for first 8 years, you will see nothing on the floor. And 9th year, suddenly you will see the bamboo has grown 50 feet above the ground in 1 year. What it shows? It only shows that it holds the ground before it goes up. Today, unfortunately, most of the chartered accountants, I will not say, most of the people in the age of 30 who are married and having first child or second child, they have become more or less helicopter parents. They keep hovering over their children, and whenever they find them in distress, they will come down, solve the problem, again go up and start hovering. Now, what is this leading? I give an example. There were two people, they were trying to put two trees. So one people was very concerned, very educated and believed in systems, itna खाद देना है, इतना पानी देना है, इतना everything measured करके, जैसे बंगाली आदमी लोग खाना खाते हैं measure करके time से वैसे. And the other person, he said, लगाना था लगा दिया, let it grow its own. So 15 years down the line, both the trees came up, and as usual, as expected, the one who grew with all proper nourishment, it was most beautiful. और इसका पेड़ तो बस ठीक है भाई खड़ा है. One day, finally, when a storm came, very bad storm came, and everybody thought that इसका पेड़ तो गिर गया होगा जिसने care नहीं किया. You'll be surprised. The other tree went down. The reason very simple. That tree had to do nothing for livelihood. Everything was provided by the owner. And the other tree, for this getting the mere minimum requirement of water also, it had to go down the roots to pull the water. As the water level was going down, the roots had to go further down. What is the moral of the story? If we do not allow struggle to our children, do you think that really they will be a good asset to you? What I realize is we are the cause of mental health to them because we did not allow them to struggle. If we allow them to struggle, see, look at our life when we were young. We used to play every day. 2 घंटा खेलना मतलब खेलना है. अब क्या खुश रहते थे. अब तो पैसा कमा के भी खुश नहीं है यार. If you ask me, money has become a commodity. And after a certain level, money always becomes a commodity. You see any rich man in the world who is billionaire, who is trillionaire, you see he wears a simple white shirt and a black pant. अपना मुकेश अंबानी जी को देख लीजिए, स्टीव जॉब को देख लीजिए, आप किसी को भी देख लीजिए, one white shirt. And we, 67% of mobiles sold in India or iPhone are EMI. Why? उसकी शर्ट मुझसे सफेद क्यों? उसने आईफोन लिया, मुझे लेना है. हम इंडियन रिएक्ट करते हैं. मैंने शुरू में कहा था आपसे, एक्ट नहीं करते. कल वॉलीबॉल में अगर मैं एशिया कप जीत गया तो आप देखिएगा वॉलीबॉल का नाम हो जाएगा. अगर मैं ओलंपिक में आ गया और सिल्वर मेडल लेके आ गया, तब तो मेरे को लेके गणपति बाप्पा जैसे नाचेंगे. What is the moral of the story is we, if we cannot participate, we must encourage. I tell you, when I went home with the decision of owning a team, my wife told me, तुम्हारा दिमाग पवन सच में सठिया गया है. I said, what? मतलब कोई वॉलीबॉल को हाथ लगाता है क्या? तुम्हारे पास 4-4 MBA बच्चे, किसी को पूछ तो लेता. मैंने बोला, it's my money. I have earned it. And I have right to spend. I'm not going to ask anyone. The day they contribute, they will ask me. So the moral of the story is, I knew that I am on a right path. And see, to be a successful in life, there are many things. And if you see any successful people, they will be having at least 20 qualities, which I'm going to say now. And if you are recording this session, I will say you record it and you hear it again and again. First and foremost, they should have a leadership quality. Second, good communication skill. Like in Diamond, you have 4 C's. In communication, you have 4 C's. First is contact, eye contact. Second is clarity of voice. अब अपन आकर मैं इस सेमिनार पे वाजपेयी जैसे बोलना शुरू करूं, हमने देखा है, लोग भाग जाएंगे. Clarity of speech, faster speech you have to say. मतलब I know I have to speak at 1.3 speed because the Gen Z will run away. Third and most is credibility. When you say, उसको होना चाहिए, पवन पटोडिया ने बोला सच है, ये झूठा बात नहीं करता. And fourth is context. You should speak at the context you are trying to use. Next is you should have a pleasing personality. I don't say handsome. I don't say handsome. Handsome तो TDH भी होता है, tall, dark and handsome. So what I'm trying to say is you should have a pleasing personality. People should eye contact when they do with you. You give a smile. They love it. You ask them in the lift, good morning. They will be very happy. Their next question will be, where are you from? But if you stand like a doll there, they will stand like a doll. So don't wait ever. In my 38 years of career, I have never waited for the other person to give me a message. As soon as I collect 5 cards, night I send them a message, or next morning I send them a message. Hey, this is Pawan Kumar Patodia. We met yesterday in this program. It was pleasure meeting you. This is my number. Please save. And this is my profile. If I can be of any use or any help, please do call. This is how you make a community. This is how you do a networking. Collecting cards doesn't mean a community. You should target one person in one seminar. That this man, I am going to do networking, not 100. You are not effective. And if you do one, and if the way you people are doing seminar these days and preparing chartered accountants, if this would have been in our era, I would have been 50 times more than what I am today. Trust me, but you are the luckiest one who are, they have become chartered accountant in last 5 years and who will be in chartered accountant in the years to come. The name of chartered accountant is flying very, very high. It's flying very, very high. And all credit goes to the people sitting on the top. But the problem is why we are so cautious. See, I tell you, I started my career only and only because in 2004, I realized that I have 4 years cushion. So I had sufficient cushion to try my luck for 4 years. And it's nothing. नौकरी वाला सदा सुहागन, इसका चूल्हा छोड़ देंगे, दूसरे का पहन लेंगे, उसमें कौन सा बात है? नौकरी वाला कब विधवा होता है यार? Job honor, जो नौकरी करते हैं, they never become widower. Those of you who do not know Hindi, उसमें क्या, एक का चूल्हा फोड़ा, दूसरे का पहन लिया. So what I'm saying is there is a time when you have to take decision. And perhaps, and success is nothing in life. Success is like an accident. It can happen in one day. It may not happen throughout your life. But it doesn't mean that you don't know. See, today AI has come. So why do you need so much of knowledge? What to look, how you will know. That is where your knowledge comes. AI is also another form of computer, which is Gigo, garbage in, garbage out. So if you don't give a proper prompt, how do you get a proper reply? And if you don't get reply proper, see, half the cases quoted in Supreme Court, those cases never existed. What the height of things? What I'm trying to say is, any tool you are using, it's like driving on highway. If you move from one line to another line, you have to see if the other line is faster or slower. If you are switching to a slower line, no problem. But if you are going to a faster line, you have to look at the rear view mirror and the side mirror both. Otherwise, you'll crash in. So what my point is, the fourth and the most important, a person to become successful in life, he has to take moderate risk taker. He cannot take high risk in life. The minute you start taking high risk in life, you become hit out or get out. So you should be a moderate risk taker. So I am not, this point is not in me because I take 98% risk. So, and this point, I am lagging behind. He should have self-confidence, firm determination. Of course, I have. He should be creative thinking. Yes. दुनिया जहां से बंद करे अपन वहां से शुरू करते हैं. चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट को वरदान है कि भाई जहां दुनिया खत्म करती है हम वहां से शुरू करते हैं. Flexibility and transparent. Yes. All the young generations in last 20 years, they are very flexible. They are very transparent. The systems they have developed are so robust that transparency is 100%. And nobody wants to take credit for others. Now the world is changing. So this is important factor, innovating. They are always looking for new innovations, visionary. They can see the future. They are process oriented. They don't believe, I believe so, process oriented. Ye aisa hai, ye aisa hai, ye aisa hai. They take the blames of failure and they give credit to others. Like today, I heard a very big event of Special Olympic where we distributed about 500 people things. I did not click a single picture, though I'm the president. I asked only my juniors to click the pictures, and that will also come in the paper. I don't have to take credit. I have to realize that these people, if I give them credit, they'll work more vigorously. And if I take credit, they will say, sir, बाबू है, कुछ भी करेंगे. वो तो बड़ो लोग अच्छे, पावर अच्छे, मतलब बंगाली में बोलते हैं बड़ा आदमी है, पावर है, कुछ भी करेगा. But when I did not click a single picture, in 250 pictures I clicked for them, they realized that he is a true leader, which is setting example. So you have to always think of setting up example before your juniors, and always you have to give credit to them. You should be optimistic, not a pessimistic in life. A glass half filled of water should always, you should think that I add some more water, it will. And if you are pessimistic, you will always say, आधा भरा हुआ है, पता नहीं कब खाली हो जाए. A pessimistic person can never achieve anything in life. Trust me. हमारे मारवाड़ी में एक कहावत है, रोते हुए जाएगा तो मरा हुआ की खबर लेके आएगा. So the thing is, what I'm trying to say is that he possesses motivational skills. Today, you need to motivate yourself. Forget motivating the world, your employees, the world. You have to. Like my sense of bargain is very simple. When I go to a shop, I don't bargain with him. I said, you charge what you want. But एक बात ध्यान रखना भाई, उसकी शर्ट मुझसे सफेद क्यों? ये नहीं होना चाहिए. I will not come to complain you, but then I will not enter your shop. He will automatically say, sir, this is not 32,000, this is 28,000. I will charge you 28. But if you become a party of negotiations, you can't blame him. Most of us become a party of negotiations without knowing the subject. And what happens? We don't know how much of margin he has uploaded. Might be 200%, might be 300%. So it's better to leave the decisions that भाई उसकी शर्ट मुझसे सफेद नहीं होनी चाहिए. That gives you a complete power to ask him that I did not negotiate. I only said that nobody should get cheaper price. And then he will have a side face. But if you take this pen is for 100 rupees and you bargain it for 90, that was your decision. Perhaps if you could have asked for 80, he would have given. But you lost the opportunity. So what I'm saying is, and most important, good leader is a good listener. You have to listen 2 times more than what you speak. If you don't do this, then there are many problems in life which will come. A good leader is always on move. Wherever the problem comes, he will be there. Or if there is a problem in Bombay, he will not wait, he will be there and solve the problem by going. He leads from the front. What I mean to say is, he always leads from the front. He is not a contented man. Whatever big achievement you do, he will say, हाँ ठीक है, अब अपन इसके आगे सोचे. स्टाफ को बुरा भी लगता है. But he has bigger goals always for him once the achievement is done. He is very good in PR. He is committed to physical health and mental health. This is very important person. If you do not have physical health and mental health both strong, you cannot be a successful man, a successful chartered accountant. You will be a frustrated man. You will be you will be disturbed with insomnia. You will be disturbed with sugar. You will be disturbed with hypertension. And all these things will lead to imbalanced life. So to remain a healthy mind, मैं तो बोलता हूँ जो खेला नहीं वो जिया ही नहीं. जो खेला नहीं वो जिया ही नहीं. क्योंकि क्या है कि जिंदगी में इतने गम हैं. वही तो एक टाइम है जब आप गम भूल के आप खेलते हो तो आपका बॉडी प्रफुल्लित होता है. आपका ब्रेन्स में हार्मोन्स पॉजिटिव आने शुरू होते हैं. And all tensions are over in 2 hours. Go for a morning walk and you come back, you see how fresh we are. But we are on in social media till 2 o'clock. What to do? We cannot overrule. And we want to take all the gyan of Instagram in one day. Can we? There are 20 crores reels are loaded. How much you can absorb? 10, 20, 30, 40? Is that all? And in the morning you forget all. I tell you, if you see 40 reels, if I ask you to quote me 8 reels, perhaps you don't know. You go blank. सो जाना यार. Have 8 hours sleep, comfortable. You got up fresh. You talk to your family happily with everyone. You greet everyone happily. Now, what is the problem is, I always believe a place for something and everything has a place. Like we go in the house, we throw one shoe this side, one shoe that side, and we throw the car key in the morning. Everybody is searching where is the car key. But if you have a routine of putting it at the right place, you will find that every activity you are doing is leading to discipline in your life. And the people who are not disciplined in life, they are the biggest sufferer because they always delay things. And when they delay things, by the time they take decisions, the opportunity is already gone. पहले तो वो सोचते हैं, फोमो रहता है उनको, फियर ऑफ मिसिंग आउट, उसमें सोचते रहते हैं. एंड व्हेन इट कम्स टू डिसीजन मेकिंग, दे स्टार्ट वेइंग, ये बताओ वो बताओ. जब तक वो बता के पूरा पता चलता है, फिर वो देखेंगे 4 इंडस्ट्री कंपैरेटिवली कैसे चल रही है, उनका ग्राफ कैसा है. अरे भाई, उसको नहीं बेचना आता, मेरे को आता है, मैं बेच लूंगा. So the thing is, intelligent people do not do different things. They do things differently. That's the only difference. काम तो वो भी वही कर रहे हैं. आज कोई मुकेश भाई कोई अलग काम थोड़ी कर रहा है. But he do things differently. That is what we should do. And see, empathy, perseverance, resilience, tenacity, and the most important is reading a book. If you make a goal of, and even if you are busy, there are enough apps are available where they give you a summary of a book of 400 pages in 15 minutes. Now, if you read one book also in a month, you are reading 12 books in a year. In 10 years, you have read 120 books. The impact of those books are always in your mind. See, I tell you, the 80% people, like today, if I ask any one of you why you are a chartered accountant, none will be able to reply. Everybody in this world, except 0.01%, they know what they are doing. They know how they are doing. They know what are their future goals. You ask them why you are doing, they don't know. They absolutely don't know. It's only a handful of people, they know what they are doing. Like I'll give you an example. When in 1950s or 60s, when the US president, the one Kennedy, he was delivering a speech in New York. He said, I know I can change America. I know I can change America. On this one sentence, the whole America followed him. Unfortunately, he was killed in a plane accident. That's a different story. But what I'm trying to say is, people, when the people who created this bulb He was a special child. And all the scholars, to become successful, you need to be crazy, you need to be mad for your passion, mad for your achievements. Unless you have these qualities, you will never be happy. You should always behave like a child. ये चाहिए मतलब चाहिए. I have to achieve this means I have to achieve this. अब चाहे वो बोतल में हाथी रखना हो, चाहे कुछ भी रखना हो. जिंदगी में अगर आगे बढ़ना है तो सपने तो बड़े करो. अगर सपने ही बड़े नहीं करोगे, 9 से 5 नौकरी करना है या 9 से 5 ये करना है, बस 80% people today who are qualified, or not 80%, maybe we are newly qualified. What they are doing only compliance work. Maybe they are earning very good. But is that the thing he was meant for? Was it the aim when he started his career that I will do compliance? And was this knowledge needed to do compliance? No. Knowledge is imparted to all these chartered accountants to solve anything which come in front of them. But because they don't like to take bigger risk in life. Today, if anybody in my place, my son also, he would not have waited for a salary of 2,500 when 2 lakh people is reporting to him. He would have jumped. And when others in the industry were offering me 1 lakh, 1,50,000, he would have jumped. But I had clear vision that I am the signing authorities of 18 company. I am sitting on the owner's chair in all the factories. And I am eating my lunch with the owner every day. So I am de facto owner. And before he gives me power, he has to test me. He's testing in all way. Maybe people who are offering me job, maybe he's created. You have to be visionary. And if you do not contribute 5 times minimum of what you earn, what you take away, then boss, you are a burden. Boss, जूता कितना भी बढ़िया हो, अगर भारी है, nobody will wear it. It should be light. Otherwise, you will have leg pain every day. So we should be light, featherweight, and people should always keep us on their head rather than their feet. Because हम चाहे टोपी हम चाहे 2 ही रुपये की है, लेकिन गांधी टोपी रहेंगे जो सर पे सजेगी. What I'm trying to say is we have to change our vision. We have to understand when you go to an organization, rather than filling in your data again, we have to think, how do we make this organization grow? How do we make this organization big? If the organization becomes big, it cannot remain big unless they take people around working for them on a better positions. You see the history of anybody. You heard what Ford says about 100 years back. Somebody asked him that you make the best motor cars of the world. Now Ford doesn't have that name, but that time it was the biggest name. To own a Ford car was a very big deal. He said, we don't make machines. They don't say machine. We don't make machines. We make only people, and people does everything. Boss, this is the story. How much you can multiply yourself. Amoeba also multiplies 10,000 times every hour. We are human beings. Come on, yaar, we have to multiply our strength. Unless we multiply our strength, we should not be scared that if I teach him this, he will take away my client. Because it's not that easy. You have some USP. Everybody in this world who has come up has a USP. Unique selling point. Take my example. 8 years back, I was called on the stage to give a Thanksgiving. 9 people were there in the hall. I freeze. Today I am talking for last 1 hour and I have not even referred any paper. What I am trying to say is, when you start enjoying what you are doing, when you start sharing what you have done in life. Now, still, if people ask me, what is your biggest regret? I'll say I should not have taken that risk that day, because I was getting a short job of 1 crore 2 lakhs, 1 crore 20 lakhs, 1.2 crores. But then I would have been a man of 2 crores only. But, and you do not know when the matrix changes. Maybe wood industry becomes unviable. What I'm trying to say is, We have got so much of, our institute is feeding us so much, so many seminars, so many things. We are updated on a daily basis. If we take 10% of it also, I think we are the most intelligent people on this universe. And boss, I can do a one-to-one debate with any MBA in the world. It will be chartered accountant versus MBA. I'll defeat him 6 to 10. So what my thing is, we have to believe in ourselves, not because he is hired in the 60 lakh package. Boss, he doesn't even know ABCD of accounts. I tell you, you ask him a simple question, he will not be able to reply. And he is doing merger every day. So what I'm trying to say that our institute has not taught us, specialized us only for getting jobs. They have made us to handle everything with grace. And we handle everything with grace. The labor we do for doing the course of chartered accountants gets deep into our heart, and we become a hard worker, dedicated worker for the rest of our life. That's the first component of success. Think beyond. That is the second component. You can never solve a problem as long as you are in the problem. You have to go out of the problem and see it from a distance. Then only you can find the solutions. There are many examples of successful people you see who are 3 class, 4 class. Now it is very difficult because wo andho mein kana raja the. Today, as a chartered accountant, if you start investing your mind into startups, into other things, I'm not saying all startups become a unicorn. No. We only hear 10 stories of unicorns, but we do not hear the story of 9,99,999 failures. As a chartered accountant, is it difficult for us to analyze? Tell me honestly, is it difficult for us? I think we see the pulse and we can say when he's going to die, when he's going to be bankrupt. We're looking at the cash flow, we can say this company is passing through a bad time. We don't have to see the balance sheet. The first thing we see, how is your cash flow? And if we see that he's delaying his payments, he's delaying his creditors' payment, or workers' payment, or staff salary, that's the first sign of death. Who can analyze better than us here? Who can analyze? Tell me. But we get mesmerized by their living standards. Because we are superhuman. I'm not joking, though I'm retired now, but I'm saying we are superhuman. We can handle anything and everything. What we need, Patodia is not saying Patodia is great. What Patodia wants to give a message to the world and to the community listening to me, if I can do at the age of 62 from a Hindi medium school, why can't you do at the age of 27, 28, 30? You have a long career to play. Why cannot you be the entrepreneurs? Why cannot you be everywhere, whether it is space, whether it is sports, whether it is manufacturing, whether it is service oriented? Why? Why can't you? It's only the system here. Whether you want an easy life or whether you want, I give you an example. There are 4 types of people in the world. One who says, I want my salary. भाई हमको घर पे चिक नहीं चाहिए, आप समझ जाओ उसको गवर्नमेंट नौकरी करना है. सेकंड टाइप के आदमी होते हैं, वो बोलते हैं भाई हम किसी की गुलामी नहीं करते, हम तो अपना धंधा करते हैं. आप समझ जाना वो चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट है या डॉक्टर है. तीसरा आदमी बोलता है अपने को तो एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना है, तो समझ जाना उसका छोटा मोटा कोई ना कोई धंधा है, वेयर ही इज एंटरप्रेन्योर. एंड द लास्ट कैटेगरी इज, बॉस हम काम करने के लिए पैदा नहीं हुए, आई इन्वेस्ट इन पीपल्स बिजनेस एंड आई अर्न फ्रॉम दैट. ये हमको बनना है 4th कैटेगरी. We don't want to be in the 1st category. We don't want to be in the 2nd category. We are not born to be in the 3rd category. We are only born that we accumulate money for first few years. And one more thing. A chartered accountant who doesn't know that the 8th wonder of the world is compounding, I tell you, he's a fool. 1,000 rupees becomes 100 crores in 100 years. So most people, they blame their forefathers, they did not keep 1,000 rupees. But here I realized that 1,000 rupees becomes 10 lakhs only in 50 years. So if I start with 10 lakhs, it will become 100 crore in my lifetime. And the day I had, it's very simple, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000. If you take 5 years, 14% IRR, which was there in my time, easy. 72 divided by 14 is 5 years. So if the money multiplies in 5 years, 1,000 rupees, 2,000, 4,000, 8,000, 16, 32, 164, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 10 lakhs. 50 years gone. Now 20 lakhs, 40 lakhs, 80 lakhs, 160, 320. So the day I had 3 crore 20 lakhs, I said 15, 25 years, I'll have 100 crores. Such a small path. And I did it. और बने पैसे 100 crore हो गए. What I am trying to say is, boss, first and foremost thing, avoid your any burden of debt on you, because that will kill your thinking. That will make you weak. What is happening today? A person earning 5 lakhs has got 3 lakh EMI already burdened on him. So neither he can leave the job. A person taking a home is bounded himself for 20 years. 20 years, he has to fulfill his commitments of EMI. So what I'm trying to say, all I'm trying to say is everything is possible only and only if you plan your life in a better way. And if you cannot plan your life, then how can you be a planner for others? Is that enough, Ayushji, or you want me to speak more?
No, sir. It's a blessing to hear us. As per if something is left, or we can take up the questions.
No, I can speak for 3 more hours. I love speaking because, I don't refer to any page. But the thing is, I don't know whether your audience is liking it or not. If you all are liking, just give me a thumbs up so that I understand that all of you are liking it. और अच्छा नहीं लगा तो यार एक कान से सुन के दूसरे से बाहर निकाल देना यार, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? So you can summarize now.
We can have some questions also we are having up.
Yes.
Sir, as you have also seen, it's my only question that the stress in today's generation, or maybe called today's the young CAs. We have heard, sir, many CAs are being doing suicide just due to work pressure and handling of work life. We are doing financially very well after doing CA course. And this sports is a very well thing which we can keep up the stress less. So, sir, how we want to motivate the young chartered accountants who are just going after the packages and handling for the jobs in life so that their life will be balanced and this level of stress comes down in their life?
I give you example. What Kapil Dev told me. Answer to this. We were making one movie together with Kapil Dev, a web series, Driving with the Legend. That is another business I have. And I have also business of terms, Intelligent Fabric. That is also mine, where Dhoni wears every day. So we asked him, sir, how's your experience with the youngster today? बोला पटोडिया जी, ये जो यंग क्रिकेटर आते हैं, बोलते बहुत टेंशन है मेरे को, बहुत टेंशन है. अरे भाई फिर छोड़ देना, इतना ही टेंशन तो छोड़ दे इसको. The problem is a problem till the time you see it as a problem. The time you decide that, tell your problem that I am stronger than you, there's no problem in the world. बस I might, मेरे अंदर का एज फैक्टर 62 हो गया और दिल अभी भी 26 साल का है. और जब कोई अंकल बोलता है, मैं अपने बेटे को बोलता हूं, तेरे को बोल रही है, मेरे को नहीं बोल रही. So what I'm trying to see is, a problem is a problem till the time you see it as a problem. The minute you start enjoying it, it's not a problem. And secondly, all these people whose earnings are good, their financial patterns are bad. Number one. Number two, they are not contributing enough in their office, so they are always scared I may be fired. If you are an asset to a company, if you are giving 5 times of your salary to the company cannot take the chance of losing you. They will be protective about you. But the problem is, you believe 3 jumps, 4 jumps in your early career, and by the time you have 4th jump, you lose the confidence of the entrepreneurs. So what I say is, in the initial stage, when you are starting your career, please concentrate on the work rather than following others. And do not commit yourself for too much. It's not getting started again.
I guess, sir, technology is also taking its own warm-up time, just like players do before the match.
But you can hear me ना?
Yeah, sir, we can hear you.
हाँ, तो ठीक है ना, जिसको भी सुनना है सबको सुन तो रही है ना.
Sir, another question is, one of the participants asked that sports, you mentioned that many Indians hesitate to pursue sports as a career because of the perception that careers in India are viewed from a long-term perspective, often up to the age of 50 to 60. Whereas a sport career is usually considered a short-lived, ending by 35 to 40. Sir, could you share your point of view on this mindset and how it impacts the growth of sports as a profession in India?
I have never said you become a sports person. I said opportunities for chartered accountant in the sports management, running of leagues, creating leagues, starting new leagues. I never said to you become a player. You are already a chartered accountant, so why should you are already 27 to 35 bracket? So you are already out of that bracket of becoming a player again. Because for player, we need a fresh blood of the age 12 to 13 who can be trained for 8 years and they are ready to face international challenges. I am really sorry I could not convey the message. This message was not to take sports as a career. The meaning was to take a sports entrepreneur or a sports related industry as a career.
Okay. Sir, another question is, what are your views about banning of real money gaming? Do you think it is game of chance or skill?
Come again, I couldn't hear you.
Sir, your views on the ban of real money gaming. So, like recently government banned mobile gaming apps. So what are your views on this? And do you think it is a game of chance or skill?
I'll give you a very interesting answer for this. You all have heard casino, correct?
Right, sir.
I say it is cash in, no out. And when it comes to investment, again I say casino. That
Right.
cash in, never take out. Your grandchildren should see it. So casino का नाम casino है इसलिए है because it conveys a meaning cash in, no out. Rest about real games because I am involved there, so I don't want to comment.
Another question is how a person can change the passion of playing cricket to profession.
Playing cricket to profession. Oh, this is nothing but playing cricket. You don't play 24 hours. You play for a limited hours. You play it before and after, and then you can start your professional career anytime. And if you are practicing full time, then you should look for a career of sports rather than careers of a sportsman rather than this. Because what we are talking is sports as a mental health and work-life balance. Here, what we are talking is this. So if you play for 1 hour or 2 hours, it gives you enough positive hormones to concentrate on your work. इंसोम्निया नहीं होगा, मॉर्निंग को ऑफिस जाके फ्रेश लगेगा, सबको बोलेंगे आज रावण हंसा कैसे.
Sir, another question is, sir, what can be the biggest opportunities emerging in the next 5 years for finance professionals in this field of sports?
See, finance professionals have got very, very big future in the form of sports. Like I tell you, they can be venture capitalists. They can join the venture capital, and then they can own the percentage of league at a better price. And they know it for sure that in 4 years or 5 years, the money will be 5 times. So their perception has to change. The valuation of the league changes. Like we started the league only 3.5 years back. Today, the league is valued 800 crores. So what I'm trying to tell you is now the next step is, and you know who are the owners? PhonePe owners. Samir Nigam and Rahul Achari, they are our partners. Muthoot Finance is our franchisee. So what I'm trying to say is, now our next step is to sell the stake of Prime Volley League to a venture capitalist. So you can make your career there. You can come on board of a team also, that I buy 30% with a minimum guarantee of this, and then you run the show. So there are enormous, it depends upon your risk aptitude. How much is your risk aptitude?
Okay. Okay. There is being a saying, कि do what you love and you will never.
That's what I say. Do what you love what you do. This is my concluding sentence.
Right. So if we love sports then and accounting, then we might just end up managing and owning an IPL team or volleyball team, right?
Volleyball team, though, you can still own. That's not a big deal. You should have aptitude for burning cash. And let me tell you, there's a myth that why this most of the people in around you must be thinking that why Sanjeev Goenka has invested so much of money in buying an IPL team, and what is his logic of spending 10,000 crore or 20,000 crores. People must be thinking it's a very simple mathematics. See, he has to pay the money in 10 years. So practically he's paying 980 crores per annum. So the IPL gets 45,000 crore rupees as a media rights, one item. First, in the beginning, they had 10% share of BCCI. Then it became 20, 30, 40. Now BCCI is giving 50%. And they don't pay any tax also. As a chartered accountant, we should know this. That is the richest because they don't pay any tax. That is why Amit Shah's son is sitting there. So my question is that I tell you one more thing. See how India we work. New sports policy has come. It says that every federation has to register and the protocol will be there, RTI will be there, everything. Last May, terms and condition apply start hota na. Exemptions can be needed, granted in special cases. So BCCI to nikal jayega udhar se. He will be out again. What I'm trying to say is that whenever you see this sports league and a volleyball league, these are always a loss-making venture for first few years. Like I was saying for Sanjeev Goenka. So 980 crores are coming, 4,500 crores divided by 5, 900 crores, 470 crores is taken by BCCI and balance is distributed again. So 9,800, 4,700 crore, each team gets 470 crores. So if you minus 470 crore rupees, then you have to pay only 500 crores from your pocket. Now, title sponsor fee is minimum 300 crores. Co-powered and other sponsors fee is about 200. Again, 50% BCCI takes, 25 crores comes to your kitty. Then the stadium ticket comes to your account. And your jersey is sold for 400 crore rupees minimum. Last year, Bengaluru sold its jersey to Myntra for 100 crores. That you can get any sponsors. RP Goenka, Sanjeev Goenka will not do because they will do sponsor का पैसा इधर से profit से निकल भी गया, उधर भी tax नहीं लगा, इधर ये company debt free हो गया. See, it's a very simple logic. What the corporates do is they promote their brand. In the hopes of that promoting, they take out funds from A company, goes to B company, and B company becomes viable. And
Right.
B is their personal venture. Let me tell you. So they create an empire of 10,000 crores without spending a penny. Third,
Right.
there are other things. Branding, selling of t-shirts. Now, all this if you take, and the biggest problem with Lucknow is they paid 1,700 crore extra than the second bidder. Gujarat Titans paid 8,000 something. They paid 9,800 rupees. The Gujarat Titan is still profitable after paying 8,000 on a year-on-year basis. So your risk aptitude should be there. And you should know your game.
Right, sir. Well, thank you so much, sir. You also gave us two mool mantra that definitely sports connects with people. We can see the teamwork going on. And one mool mantra, that family, which is the saying, family eat together, watch together, enjoy together. And family should at least play together also, whether it any sport they feel comfortable. And sir, regarding the stress thing, Generation Z is there, and sir, upcoming generation will be Generation Alpha. So that is sports will be more
अल्फा तो आ गया, बीटा आने वाला है.
तो सर उनके लिए तो स्पोर्ट्स और एसेंशियल हो जाता है. So thank you so much, sir. We realize that passion is not just a hobby. We can convert into a profession, and chartered accountants with their financial discipline and financial acumen can indulge into sports industries and can make this as a business altogether. As we come to the end of this enlightening session, I extend my heartfelt thanks to our esteemed chairman, C.A. Jayacharya, Vice Chairman, C.A. Sridhar Mupala, Secretary, C.A. Premvada Sridhar, and to our speaker, C.A. Pawan Kumar Patodia, sir, for this inspiring and practical insight. Sir, personally for me, it was indeed a very blessing to have you and to hear your insightful experiences. And definitely, sir, a motivation has been given to us that yes, we can enter into multiple fields irrespective of
Yes, we
getting-
can. This is the only word I want I don't want I can. It should be we can.
We
Together we can do anything. You know what is, I was at this,
right, sir.
I may not be the winner. Today I gave this speech. I may not be the winner in the Special Olympic, but let me at least try. Let me at least try. What I am trying to see is, boss, जो बच्चे आज स्पेशल चाइल्ड है, जिनको बच्चे छुपा के रखे ना, कल वो गोल्ड मेडल लेके आएंगे ओलंपिक में.
Right.
200 मेडल लेके आए थे लोग 2 साल पहले, 200 मेडल्स. वो पेरेंट उसको दुनिया में बताएंगे, देखो मेरा बेटा है, ये मेरा बेटी है. And they will die happily. They have done something. What I'm trying to say is, boss, the whole thing, what I want to summarize in one line is, just believe this fact that we are rare of rarest. And the meticulous methods we have learned in our life, we can handle anything and everything. But we have to know why. This is one thing which I taught you, which I emphasized, that you ask anyone, even if I ask Ayush, why you are a chartered accountant, he will give me some reason which will not justify today, and 3 years later, he'll give me some other reason. So the why, like if you ask me why I am doing, भाई मेरे को मेडिकल में एडमिशन नहीं मिला था, एक दिन बस में था, लोग बात कर रहे थे, सीए अच्छा मैंने ज्वाइन कर लिया, बस खलास. What I'm saying is, now we have to know why. The day we know why we are doing what we are doing, even if you are doing flourishing, if you are doing very good business, it does not mean you will end your life flourishing. All it means is you are in a rosy days. But the day you realize why, that day, difficult time will never come to your career.
Definitely, sir.
You can share my email ID. Don't share my mobile with all the people. And if they have any query, they can directly connect with me.
Sure, sir.
They can send the query. I promise them that within 24 hours, I'll reply them.
Sir, I had drawn a conclusion note by hearing your insightful experience that when passion fuels profession, work becomes joy and success becomes natural, sir. So
Very true. 100% true. 100%. And one more thing, one more thing I would like to add. या तो आप किसी प्रोग्राम में जाओ मत, जाओ तो वहां से कुछ लेके आओ. हाफ हार्टेडली इधर खाना खा लिया, उधर खा. I don't want to comment, but I go to 10 seminars every month of CAs, and I see how they behave at the seminars. मतलब ना तो वो नेटवर्किंग कर रहे हैं, ना वो ज्ञान ले रहे हैं, वो इधर उधर के बकवास करके वापस चले आते हैं.
right.
We are the future. We means the people who are in this group between the age of 25 to 40. You have to play a long inning. You have to be focused. You have to be focused because the world is looking at you. We are, हम जहां आज है, कल कोई और था, कल कोई और होगा. हमारी जिंदगी क्या है? हम तो फकीर आदमी हैं, झोला उठाएंगे, निकल जाएंगे. तुमको जिंदगी में बहुत कुछ करना है, और उस बहुत कुछ करने के लिए अपने आप में बिलीव करो, अपनी फैमिली को खुश रखो. इफ यू गो एंड से योर मदर टुनाइट, मम्मी आपने खाना बहुत अच्छा बनाया, मेनी ऑफ यू विल से, मेरी माँ तो रोज अच्छा खाना बनाती है. सो व्हाट, एक दिन नमक ज्यादा होता है, तुम चिल्लाते नहीं हो क्या? इफ यू हैव द राइट टू शाउट, व्हाई डोंट वी हैव अ ड्यूटी टू से अप्रिशिएट? जस्ट गो एंड डू इट टुडे. टेल योर मम्मी, मम्मा खाना खा के तो आज मजा आ गया. See the smile on her face. One word from you, if can change the life. And tomorrow evening, you will see there are 3 extra dishes for you. माँ माँ होती है भाई, माँ माँ होती है. किसी को बुरा लगा हो मेरे कोई भी सेंटेंस का मीनिंग, I withdraw that statement without any controversy. All I said is duties and authorities and responsibilities goes hand in hand. We cannot hand. While I gave you the example of mother, एक दिन नमक ज्यादा हो जाए, एक दिन नमक नहीं होता, we shout. And we take it as a right to shout. But we never bother to appreciate every time we eat the food. For me, please, at least Ayush, you do it today. Tell me
Sure.
your experience tomorrow. And tomorrow evening, if you do not have 3 dishes extra for you, you tell me. Because
Definitely, sir. I will for the 3 extra dishes if it
Huh?
comes on. I will thank you for the 3 extra dishes if it comes on my plate.
thank you all. I loved speaking to you. The only thing is I speak extemper. So next time if you call, I don't even know what I spoke last time. So I speak completely new things. But the thing is, I enjoy encouraging the community which is coming today, because I can see, I know the depth of knowledge, the AI knowledge. So they can be the biggest asset for this country. And in this time when America is trying to do so much, we can convince our client that these are the options we have. So many opportunities. Every problem brings 10 opportunities.
Right, sir. Well,
Taken a lot of time. Thank you so very much. I can sign off now.
sir, just a second. We would like to thank you so much, sir, for your motivational insights. And also, I would like to thank all the participants. I would request, before signing off, I would request all the participants to share their valuable feedback form, which is being designated at the given link. Your suggestion will help us design better sessions in the future. Once again, thank you so much, sir, for your support. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
I'm folding my hands, but this thing is not working, so I'm not visible. But I'm
Bye.
holding my hands to everybody. Thank you so very much. You were a good listener. I don't know how many people left. How many people are there still?
I guess 450 participants are still there.
Still there.
Yes, sir.
Very good. This is not a bad day. Not a bad day. You all made my day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And give me my recording.
Yeah, sure. We'll share.